We will start soon, waiting for everybody to join in.
हाँ? किसको ये सो बोलती है हम्म हम्म सच्ची कर दो यार मैं इधर रखता हूँ पीछे सेंटर में आएगा तो ज्यादा सही लगेगा
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, all.
A very warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Delhi State Branch, and the Indian Pharmaceutical Association Student State Forum, Delhi State Branch. I think there's some glitch in the audio.
think you should to have
There is some noise.
echo is there background में.
Yes. Okay. I am Ankita, your host for the evening. Uh, we are delighted to have you all with us in this exclusive webinar series, Know Your Profession, or we call it KYP. KYP is an initiative where we bring together experts from regulatory bodies, academia, and industry to help pharmacy students navigate one of the most important questions of their professional journey: what lies ahead, BPharm. Each session in this series is a step towards clarity, growth, and discovering many paths that pharmacy opens for us. Now, today's session takes us into one of the most exciting and rapidly expanding sectors in healthcare, that is medical device industry. In the past few years, the field has seen remarkable growth and is projected to reach $50 billion by 2030, transforming both healthcare delivery and innovation at an incredible pace. From the familiar stethoscope resting on the doctor's neck to the tiny battery powered implant sustaining a heartbeat, this world of invention quietly shapes how we live, heal, and recover. And today, we are stepping right into that world, the space where pharmacy meets technology and ideas turn into life changing tools. To help us explore this fascinating field, we have with us highly accomplished expert in this field. We are delighted to welcome Dr. Neeraj Kumar sir, a distinguished professional with over 15 years of experience in the clinical research field, pharmaceuticals and medical device industry. He currently serves as the Senior General Manager, Clinical Operations at Dutt Medi Products Private Limited, Delhi. Dr. Kumar is also member secretary of the Good Society for Ethics Research and vice president of Indian Pharmaceutical Association Delhi State Branch. We are truly honored to have him with us and look forward to his valuable insights. Good evening, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ankita. So, such a wonderful introduction of mine and starting the phase of the webinars. So, here I thank to all organizing committee and IP Daily State Branch and especially student group who are uh, very actively involved in this session to organizing this session. So, should I start the presentation, Ankita?
Yes, sir, you can. Yes, sir.
So
Surely.
I will share my scheme. Please let me know once it is be available. So give me 1 minute. Okay. Is my screen is visible to you?
Not yet.
Now
Not
it's
yet. Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
it's visible. Okay, thank you. So, topic in line of the webinar series are related to the medical device industry. As my expertise in the medical device, I am leading the clinical operation in medical device industry. And here I get a chance to interact active student of pharmacy and the person from the industry. So here I want to enlighten the medical device industry, which is a emerging field for the pharmacy students. So in this slide, we discuss the future and emerging opportunity for pharmacy student in the field of medical device. So right now, when we are talking about the pharmacy, what come in your minds? So what will the pharmacist will do after the completion of pharmacy, either B Pharm, M Pharm, PhD? What's come in your first mind? So most of the answer is related to the development of new medicines, that is the R&D in pharma sector, or manufacturing in the medicines, that is a, when they will work in the plant as a capacity or the production manager, production person, quality assurance, QC, etc. in the pharmaceutical field, or they will be actively involved in the supply of the medicine in as a distributor, retail shop, where they can directly provide the medicine to the uh, patient where it is required, or maybe transfer one place to other which is required, or may go one step ahead and provide the expert advice about the medicine to the patient related to how they will take, how they will be uh, do keep the instruction for administering the particular drugs. So these are the points, and also sometimes they offer the various health services where they are actively involved in the community pharmacy and help the patient as a healthcare provider. So they can be doing the vitals, calculating in the blood pressure, temperature, and other uh, necessary things which is required for the treatment. So a part of this, there is a huge field for the pharma student. So our pharmacy is not limited to that. If you join a pharmacy 4 year course or 2 year diploma course, or after M Pharm and PhD, so huge career opportunity available in this. So before we going in this field, we just I want to show some YouTube clips related to the where pharmacy can be there. First clipping which is be shown in a screen is related to a person who who don't have any leg, but with the help of the prosthetic leg, they are able to walk, even they able to run. In the second picture we are talking about is
Your
related to
hip
the
consists of two main parts that fit together like a ball
hip
and socket.
hip
The femoral
surgery
head at the top of the leg,
where the implant is be done in the hip and the person is applied. So these are the
component.
formal component
Your
where
surgeon will
it is the
begin by
surgeon
making an
applied it.
incision overlying pathetic femoral head into its acetabular counterpart. Test the movement of your new hip joint and verify that it is properly positioned with an X-ray. Your
So
surgeon will then close the joint capsule, repair the muscles, place a drain in your hip to remove excess fluid, and close the incision with stitches or staples.
in another
Within
video clip
2025,
you can be
prosthetic
understand.
limbs will be much more than simple replacements. They will offer users greater mobility and independence. Modern prosthetics now incorporate advanced technologies, allowing users to perform everyday tasks with increased ease and functionality. One key advancement is myoelectric technology, which enables prosthetic arms to detect muscle signals, allowing for precise movements such as gripping, lifting, or even typing. This makes prosthetics feel more natural, giving users better control and improving their quality of life. A notable example of these advancements is the Michelangelo hand, developed by Ottobock. This robotic hand offers full articulation, allowing users to perform tasks with great precision, such as cooking or ironing. The hand has become a popular choice for both civilian and military amputees.
So these videos indicate that if you don't having the limbs and having a deformity in your hips, then by using the advanced technology, you are able to walk, you are able to use your hands, and also after the hip surgery. These are the another video where a person is be having a problem, and after the surgery they are able to free to move. So even if you are familiar
So
with
apparently,
new technology where the wearable device is already in the market that can help you to analyze your body and analyze the advance in your body, and you can very early detect if any deformities come on that.
that
So
Apple Watch on your wrist may be more useful to your long term health goals than you think. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Some doctors now are recommending it as a medical device. They say it can be used to help diagnose and manage some conditions. Researchers are reportedly even looking into how to use it for monitoring heart disease and post surgery recovery. For more on this, Dr. Rod Passman joins us now. He's a cardiologist and professor of medicine at Northwestern Medicine, joining us from Chicago. Great to see you. Now, look, we don't want to be an EG from the watch accurately because your watch says something's wrong, right? We always want to get medical grade confirmation before we embark on any treatment. However, we understand that this is a pretty accurate tool for detecting abnormal rhythms, and certainly the EKG that's done when it's interpreted by a skilled physician can be incredibly powerful. I think in terms of management, I am leading an important study called React AF, which is funded by the National Institute of Health. We were understanding as whether people with abnormal rhythms of the heart can use these devices to personalize care. Instead of taking your blood thinner, for example, 12 months out of the year, perhaps the watch can help guide when you need to take a blood thinner so that you can receive the benefits of a medication while minimizing the risks. And just in the last few seconds here, it's not the only device that can measure your heart rate. Are there other devices that are comparable with these types of benefits? Absolutely. And I really encourage my patients to get a device that's compatible with the phone that they have, compatible with their cost limitations. We know that Samsung, Fitbit, Cardia,
so I'm stopping right now here. These videos are comparatively lengthy. So I want to say that as we are going in technical advanced fields, so there is a huge field apart from the medical fraternity or apart from the pharma drugs. That is a medical device drug. So before we going for the medical device, so
within 20.
so there's some issue. Okay. So I am starting with definition of medical device, that is related to the any instrument, apparatus, implant, or in vitro agent or similar to the related article that is used to diagnose and prevent the treat the disease and other conditions, and does not achieve its purpose through the chemical action with or on the body. So a part of this, if you are treating with the drugs, it's fine. And if after the treatment of the drug there is a huge field, that is a medical device field, where you can have explored the opportunity. So when we are talking about the evolution, so its evolution start very early, somewhere pre 1800, where when the neolithic density tools, that is a flying tip drills, are be formed somewhere in 7000 BC, which is commonly used to remove the content from the your teeth. And then in 500 BC, Sostra Samhita detail about the surgical instrument which contain the skull, forceps, or and so is there. So indicate there's other common medical device which is used in our uh, past, some around 500 BC. When we are talking about 1796, smallpox vaccine is come in the future, which is related to the biological but set a precedent for the modern intervention. So when we are talking about vaccination, so it's a development of the medical device from their era. In 1800 to 1900, we are talking about there is a era where the medical device is mechanically strong and some observational parameter can be in, incorporated. So in 1816, there is an invention done by the Reni Leibniz about the stethoscope. So they can listen the your heartbeat and examine how the heartbeat is going. Is everything fine in the heart or not? And after that, era is coming when the 1867 Joseph Lister uh, introduced the principle of antiseptics, and they introduced the sterilization. So instrument used for the sterilization is also considered as a medical device, and followed by the invention of the sphygmometer, and which is somewhere you can talk as a BP monitor is there. So after putting a cuff on your arm chest, you are able to measure the how much the blood is be pumping out there. And in 1895, X-ray is discovered by the Willing rotation, so which indicates the huge development is we are in medical field from the past. And now in the current era, when we are talking about the electrochemical imaging area, wherein from 1903 the electrocardiogram is being developed, that is a ECG, which give a more clarity about your heart patterns. And in 1927, iron lung is be discovered by the drinker respirator. So if your lungs is not there, it is a negative a ventilator is there who help you to respirations. In 1845, a kidney dialysis machines is be invented, and they act as an artificial kidneys and pump out the blood and clean it and recirculate into the body. In 1952, first successful external cardiac pacemaker is be developed or applied in the body. So that clearly indicate from the ancient area to till present, we are emerging the or developing the medical device in an exponentially phase, and very good or accurate devices we manufacture right now. Very high resolution and medical devices there, high accurate medical devices there in the pictures. So when we are talking about the medical device industry, if you go through the
Welcome back.
market in the
Over the last few
CBC,
weeks on
clearly so lots of news are come on the CNBC TVs, which is indicate the how they will be helped to improving the GDP in the scenario.
time report, we've been talking about in
I will show
59
the
private
data.
equity transactions in the Indian medical devices space since 2017, with PE deals in the space surging by around 3.3 times compared to pre-COVID 19 levels. Now, some of the prominent deals have included Warburg Pincus investing around $210 million in Merrill Life Sciences, which is one of India's largest medical device manufacturers, $300 million in ophthalmic equipment manufacturer Appasamy Associates. Additionally,
So clearly, the anchors want to say that there is a huge investment done by the medical device company in Indian scenario. So when we are talking, it's somewhere the $1,000 million investment which is be done for the sake of medical device development in India. So parallelly, they are growing very fast in India.
particularly in medical consumables.
So
The
this
Indian medical devices market is valued at around $11 to $12 billion, and it's amongst the fastest growing globally, with an estimated CAGR of 10 to 12% from 2024 to 2020.
So this is a very important presentation which indicate the in the India medical device is growing a very faster phase. So there is a CAGR growth is around 10 to 20, 12%, which is a very exponential growth, and it is not be achieved in any sector in the world. So very huge uh, uh, huge return is there, or very good market is there. So if there is a very good market, that indicates very good opportunity in these sectors. So a part of this, we are
These
talking
days, we take our tech
another presentation which is available in YouTube. So if you go with the YouTube and indicating the medical field in there and typing the keyword medical device, you found lots of the news which support in the field of the GDP or growth of the medical device fraternity in India, and also show the some picture which indicate the how they are improving the health in the human beings. So ultimately, the next slide showing the one of the person who is suffering from the cancer, and the medical fraternity is there is a very limiting time for their lifetime. So they are try to use the wearable devices which can monitor their health, and they uh, live longer with, and to do the conscious part at the time what the warning symptom is be given by their wearable device. So in that scenario, wearable watch, Apple Watch, give you some idea about their heart, how the ECG is going on, is any attention is required or not, and also there is some wearable things is there which is clearly indicating how the your heart is working, how your respirator function is there, how is the SpO2 levels. So now the technology is so advanced. If you are using in a right way, you can save lots of years, or you can increase your life multiple times, or in adding your some air in your life expectancies. So this is a woman who mentioned how they using the medical device, wherever medical device, and save their life to
Drink,
increase the time.
golden girl for a healthy lifestyle.
After being diagnosed with cancer last year, the 51-year-old had to rethink her life.
And it's quite ironic because we were actually visiting Adelaide with a view to scoping it out as a place to live.
2 weeks later, Amanda's new Apple Watch started sending her alerts.
I thought the watch was faulty, or that maybe the chip was more sensitive than my last one, so I kind of ignored it. But over time, my resting heart rate was kind of creeping up day by day, and the watch was telling me, you're trending differently.
Something wasn't right.
It went from my normal resting heart rate of 55, which I was always smug about because it was lower than his, to my resting heart rate never being less than 90.
Amanda says if it wasn't for her smartwatch warning her, she may not be here today.
My cancer is called acute myeloid leukemia, and acute means it comes on really quickly. And that's one of the nasty things about it, because most people present with rather vague, non-specific symptoms that, are easy to dismiss.
She credits her watch's data for speeding things up with her GP.
I actually whipped out my iPhone and sat down and showed her the graphs on the phone. And I think that really helped her take me more seriously than, just another 50-odd-year-old woman who's going, I'm a bit hot and my heart's a bit high.
And if it wasn't for the fact that she had a bit of knowledge and was prepared to go to the GP, a day later, and Amanda wouldn't be sat next to me now.
And Amanda's not alone. Medical experts are seeing new cases daily where smartwatches help pinpoint a problem.
More and more, they're creeping into our everyday clinical practice.
Professor Gary Jennings is a cardiologist and chief medical advisor at the Heart Foundation.
Some people just wave their wrist in front of us. Some people bring in printouts. Some people are able to share it electronically or a screenshot.
Professor Jennings says it's only a matter of time before the tech takes over.
I think it's very important, if people have got symptoms as well as a warning from their device, that they do something about it, that they go and see their doctor. On the whole, I see these as a force for good.
When it comes to smartwatches and fitness trackers, we're spoiled for choice.
Australians are getting much more interested in what their health and wellness journey is, and they need a tool of some form to keep them, to give them data, to give them information, and to keep them on track.
Samsung Australia's head of wearable devices, Kylie Mason.
We're kind of trying to offer something for every level of both fitness and design for consumers.
But where to start? Both Apple and Samsung smartwatches offer similar features with bright screens. The entry-level devices start at around $400. If you're after the latest health tech but don't want the big display, you may have time for Withings. Their range hides the flashy features and start at $799. High-tech wristwatches are one thing. Human Air is the latest to make its way to Aussie retailers. Priced at nearly $600, it monitors your sleep and can even measure your stress levels. Compare that to Samsung's Galaxy Ring, starting at $700, and the Aura Ring at $549. Add on a monthly subscription fee to that. Many of these smart wearables also alert you if you've had a fall or are stranded.
I'm so far out, I can't see the beach. I'm calling for my Apple Watch.
In July last year, Byron Bay's Rick Shearman managed to call for help using his Apple Watch after being pulled out to sea. While wearable tech has carved a path for the future, it certainly isn't for everyone.
We do have a large number of people that we in the field call the worried well, and we don't want to worry them any more than they need to. This is coming, and we've got to make sure that we learn how to use it effectively and not scare people.
So ultimately, motive behind the to showing these films relating to the GDP and also the new generation medical devices to familiar with the advanced occur in the medical device. So if you are using a proper way of medical device, you can add some years in your life, and even if there is some major casualties occur, you can save them from their occurrence or after occurrence. If you lose your limbs, you can use the prosthetic limbs, etc., so that you come to their natural life. So before we going further, we have classified these medical device. Right now we have some understanding about the what I want to cover in in this presentation. So there is a huge field, and everyone are involving the use of medical device by knowing, by unknowing. So latest example of Apple Watch or smartwatch is there. They will you provide you the some stress parameter as well. Also the ECG advanced, and that is well accepted by the medical fraternity or the leading doctor. They accept, they can analyze the your schedule, how your body is be reacting with respect of the time spent from morning to evening and one day to another day. So they will help you to diagnose the advances. So when we are talking about the classification, how they are be classified, because they are with dealing with the health of your body. So according to European MDR, there are the three classification. That is a class A, class B, class C on the basis of risk level. Class A is a very low risk, which containing the oxygen mask, line, isolation monitors, and dental risks, etc. So by using that, there is no chances of risk, or if there is risk, very limited. And when we are talking about the class B, they involving the low to moderate risk level, just like the nebulizer, cardiac monitor, hemodialysis system, and eco-surgical cutting coagulation devices and surgical lasers fall under the class B. And class C is a high risk and or which involve the moderate to high risk devices, which include the implants, just like a cardiovascular stent, intra-aortic balloons, implantable urinary continuous devices. So implantable device fall under the classic category as per the US FDA and European Union. But when we are talking about the Indian scenario will be governed by the medical device rule issued by the CDSCO in year 2027. So according to that, they have been classified as a class A, B, C, D. And KA is a very low risk device which is containing with just like the previous one, surgical dressing, alcohol swab, etc. By the use of these application, we have no risk. And the class B is a low to moderate risk where the pregnancy kit, BP monitoring device fall under that category. While the class C is a moderate risk which containing the pacemaker, cochlear implants, so they are risk if they are not do the effective result to the body. And class D is a high risk, which is a implantable, that is a cardiovascular monitor catheters come under that category. So we are talking about the Indian medical device industry market size in respect of the abroad, or you can say that in respect of US and European markets. So market size till the 2025 is India having the 17 billion market, which is around the globally we can say the 300 billion market in US alone. Right, we already having lots of evidence that this is be growing very faster rate from 8 to 19 CAGRs, and globally it's be increasing with the rate of 6 to 7. So there is a lots of barrier by using in industries because of their knowledge and awareness. So in India, lots of promotion scheme is there. Government are pushing to improve or strengthen the medical device industry. So there is a very less barrier in India in medical device, and also there is a high barrier in US regarding their FDA is a very stringent line with the medical. So growth is there is a comparatively less. And the salary, when you are talking, starting salary is somewhere 4 to 8 LPA in Indians, and we are talking about the US, it is be starting somewhere from 60,000 to 90,000 US dollar. So you can understand the how much big market is there, and how much the career opportunity is there, and how much wealth is there when we enter into medical device industry. So, in overview of medical device industry, we can say the US market is somewhere 14 billion approximate, and India is the fourth largest Asian medical device market along the top 20 global leaders. So, India has started exporting the ventilator from the PPE kits to diagnostic kits, surgical gloves, coronary stent, and radio imaging equipment throughout the world. And the CAGR last year is 13.8% as compared to the cargo of import in last year is decreasing -2.0, which indicate that our dependency of a medical device is be decreasing, and now we are exporting exponentially. So last year medical import is less as compared to the export of medical device. So we can say the now we come. So why the pharmacist? So we can understand medical devices require the lots of engineering and technology in there. So India import almost the 70% of medical device previously, and after the launching the Make in India concept by the our government, India aims is a become a global hub. So which is clearly indicating by the export cycle, which is be exponentially increase. And now at a present, we are exporting our high quality medical device to the well regulated countries just like US, Germany, and Japan, which are the lead innovation in the medical device sector. We that is also looking us for the supply of these medical device. So India is be catching up the digital health tech startup in this scenario. So this is a just overview of India medical device industry. We're showing the how much growth in there, and the Indian medical device market is being increasing exponentially. Right now, it previously in 2020, where the market is 90,000 crore, in 22 is now be projected by the ending of year 2030 somewhere 15 billion. So it's going almost 5 times in this only 8 years. You can understand how much the career opportunity is there. And the global ranking, we are standing at fourth position, and the ranking wise we are in top 20. A and the diagnostic segment expect to grow car from 16.4%, which is a very huge as compared to other sector anywhere in the world. So medical devices be exponentially increased, and when we are talking about the domestic manufacturing, that is well supported by the Indian government, and India has a witness to surge of domestic manufacturing of medical device, and the government under the making concept initiate and encourage the local production, and also promote their export to the rest of the world. And for the export of the most of the initiation taken by the government of India, and the Cdisco have implanted and various major enhance the export, which include the scheme of M3 examination, that is a GMP for the medical device, where the export labeling system, clinical evaluation clarification, extended free sale certification validity, and creating the list of manufacturing with export licensing for the easier global regulatory assessment formed. So these are the some area where the medical parks will be developed by the Indian government to boosting the medical device industry in India. So lots of initiatives involved by the government of India is these are the lots of the initiative taken by the government of India involved. In 2024, they launched the campaign Make in India, and also the medical park will be launched by them, and equality control of India in association with the medical device All India Medical Manufacturer Devices Association launched a certification program in the medical device that is as per the 13485, and more than the companies be certified by them, and they are boosting the manufacturing of the medical device and attract the huge investment in India in the with the help of Department of Pharmaceutical, which is launches time to time the PLI schemes to boosting the medical device sector. And in year 21 to 28 they are planning to invest 3420 crore rupees in this sector. And also they are well draft the packaging rules for the medical devising, and also the rate control is there. And till the date the government also approved the application of 9 eligible projects that is be expected to lead a total commitment investment of 729 crore by the companies like the Siemens Healthcare, Allergens, uh, and Wipro, etc. And in January 2020, the government has set up a National Medical Device Promotion Council to regulate the manufacturing of medical device industry in India. So, road ahead, there is a huge of the opportunity issued by the government of India in collaboration of companies. So, Niti Ayog is reportedly drawing the strategic roadmap how the industry devices be increased. At present, the common facility of medical device cluster scheme is there where they are investing around the 110 crore capacity building and the skill development medical device. They are investing more than 100 crores, and the marginal investment scheme for reducing the import dependency where they are investing the 1 lakh 80,000 crores, and the medical device clinical studies support scheme is issued recently where they are investing more than the 100 crore. And also there are lots of schemes available related to the medical device promotions. So when we are talking about the regulatory frameworks, we can say that the regulatory frameworks in India we have to follow the medical device rule 2017, which is be i- issued by the CDSCO, and the DCJ is their standing authority, and the state licensing authorities is there who can help to get a manufacturing license for that. And when we are talking about the international regulations, the rules applicable in US is a 21 CFR 820, that is a QSR. And when we are talking about the European Union, it's a UMDR 2017-745 for the medical device, and for the ISO, it's a 134585 for the quality management system. So there is a whole role of pharmacy in the medical device is also there. They can make it career as a regulatory affair, clinical research person, quality assurance, also pharmacovigilance, which is be considered as a metrovigilance in case of medical devices, and also the marketing and product management, and R&D support, and also doing the biocompatibility testing in technical writing. So we can say that this sector value the quality of the product. So your GMP, GCP, and ISO standard skill play important role to manufacture the medical device. And when we are talking about the pharmacist, is that the regulation and device knowledge are very essential, and we can say the gold in industry gold, which bring the science, safety, and patient care in the field. So this is all about the medical introduction of the medical device industries. So as there is a lots of student who is interested in the medical science. So here I want to say that there is a huge opportunities in the medical device sector in India. So we can say that these are the list of the medical device companies which is be available in India and doing the well in the in the field of marketing, sale, and healthcare providers. So there is a huge list. Here are some company which is reflecting at your side. And when we are talking about the opportunity of pharmacies in the medical device, they involve in research and development where they can develop the medical device with the help of biomedical engineering and the product development engineer. And in regulatory affairs, they are getting the clearance from the regulatory for the marketing and the clinical study in the medical device industry, and quality assurance and control play important role to assure the quality of the medical device and check their compliance as per the regulatory claims. And the manufacturing and production, they play important role in the manufacturing production, and also sale in marketing is a huge area where they can make the career in the field of medical device. And a part of that, lots of opportunity available in the clinical research, and where they can act as a clinical research associate, clinical trial manager, and as on there is a huge market opportunity available in medical device sector. And similarly, supply chain, because medical device is temperature sensitive and huge supply chain is requirement is there, so they can we have a lots of opportunity in the supply chain manager, logistic coordinator as well. So all medical device require the biotechnology or medical engineering, who can apply the engineering and biological principle to develop a high quality medical device equipment and technology which improve the health of the human beings. And healthcare IT data analysis is another field where you can uh, check your opportunity and make your career using the health information specialist or as a data analyst. And also, if you have a will, you can act as a entrepreneurship. So lots of opportunity, because this is an emerging area, there is a very less competition is there, but sure, you require a quality product in the market. So develop and produce in the marketing on responsibility. So in last, I want to say that the pharmacists with a regulatory or device knowledge are the industry gold, and they base the science, safety, and patient care uh, is essential for the medical device industry. So ultimately, we come to the know if they are developing or starting their career in the medical device, how much they earn, how they put the penny in the their wealth structure. So in R&D, research scientist is starting is somewhere from 6 to 12 LPA. In biomedical engineering is 4 to 8, and product development engineer getting 5 to 10 lakhs. And somewhere if you are making the career in a regulatory affair, as a regulatory affair specialty, they are starting the career from 5 to 10 lakh per annum. And the compliance officer is somewhere 4 to 8 lakh per annum. In quality assurance, your package may be starting from 4 to 8 lakh per annum. Quality control analyst as 3 to 6 lakh per annum. And production manager, uh, 6 to 12 lakh. Similarly, when you are in the field of the sale and marketing, huge opportunities there where you can start your career from 4 to 8 lakh per annum, and that will go beyond. There is no limit how much you can earn from in this field. So opportunities is similarly available in the clinical research field as well, where you start your career from 4 to 8 lakh per annum, and trial manager will get somewhere starting from 8 to 15 years. Supply chain is a very crucial aspect where you take your opportunity as from 6 to 12 lakh per annum, and logistics somewhere 4 to 8 lakh per annum. And also bio, if you are developing biomedical devices, biotechnology can get the Hansen salary from 4 to 8 lakh area, engineer is somewhere 5 to 10 lakhs. And healthcare informatics specialist starting their career from 6 to 12 lakh per annum, and data analyst from 4 to 8 lakh per. And entrepreneurs having a huge opportunity of their work in there. So in futures, there is a huge future which is waiting for you, that is the artificial intelligence and machine learning in the devices, which include the 3D printed implants, prosthetic limbs, etc., and also the wearable designs of health devices there, where you can uh, track your health using these wearable devices. And also the combination product and drug devices play important role to develop the medical device goals. So nanotechnology and biosensor can be held together, come together and develop the medical device. And another area is a telemedicine, remote monitoring, smart wound care. Product is there where the negative pressure wound therapy devices in the market who help to who care your wound and recovery your wound very faster respects. So this is all about the introduction of medical device. In nutshell, I say that the future of health care innovation in that is lie now with a medical device. In India, we have a faster growing market and a strong government support. So there is a huge opportunity in medical device for the pharmacy graduate in research and regulations. So this is all about the introduction of medical industries, just a brief nutshell. So I want to say the next revolution, if occur anywhere in health sector, that will be in the medical device, but that must be powered by the pharmacist, just like you. Thank you. Mm.
Thank you so much, sir. Your deep insights and knowledge on medical device industry has truly helped the students to get a better understanding of it. And now we are open for some questions which the students have already shared in the chat box.
Okay.
So many students have asked regarding what are the skill sets that a person requires to enter in the medical device industry, and in the years of learning, how can we build those skill sets?
Yeah. Okay. So is skin is visible? I want to stop it. Can you help me how to stop this skin?
Yes, sir. The screen has stopped, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Neeraj, the screen shared has stopped. Dr. Neeraj, are you there?
Ma'am, I feel like Dr. Neeraj has accidentally left the webinar.
Yeah, there is some network issue. He is joining back.
Guys, keep sharing your questions in the chat box. We will answer them soon.
देखो मैंने दूसरे तो लेकिन
हाँ,
वहाँ तो
आप आ गए वापस, आपका
नहीं
ज्वाइन हो गया।
नहीं ओके मे बी
हाँ, हाँ।
आपको अभी बात चल रही थी इसी तरह यस या
Uh, so there are some questions Ankita was asking, right?
यस अंकिता प्लीज
Yes, sir. Sir, many students have asked what are the skill sets that are required to enter the medical device industry and how we can work on them.
Yeah, so for the skill set, there is no specific skill set is required. You are in a right profession, that is a pharmacy, where you learn the basic, and that will be applicable for medical device as well. Because the when we are talking about the industry or healthcare industry, so all concepts that remain the same, but additionally you have to focus on the learn the basic of medical device. I think that some courses already starting in some pharmacy where you give the some idea about the medical devices, and the regulation which is be applicable that I already showed, that is a medical device rule 2007 and ISO 13485, that is a quality management system must be there, or you just get some idea about that. And you can develop your skill by getting the knowledge in the biomaterial, medical field, pharmacology device, interference, and the quality systems. And also there are some certifying bodies there who is providing the short-term courses, and that is related to the regulatory affairs, clinical research, medical device manufacturing. You can do that, but that is not a mandatory part to enter. That is only to increase is the your ability or increase the information level, or you get the information about the what are going in the latest industry requirement, or you can do the some intensive projects or your M-Farm project in a medical device industry, where you can know how the medical device industry is be going there, or ultimately you can join the various conferences occur for medical device, and also there is a lots of webinars going on you can attend and improve your knowledge bank by attending that.
Yeah, I would like to add one thing that which Dr. Neeraj is like already mentioned, that you need to have some additional information, and that is with respect to the subject.
Right.
If you are interested in like you can say exploring the field, you should know at least what is a medical device, what is the classification. It may not be in your syllabi right now, but you can always dig into the subject via using Google and all. What is the regulations that are that govern the medical device usage in India? You can always have an extra knowledge to get edge.
Right. So ultimately, what happens? You have to come out from the your college books and interact with the industry persons. And I think the IPA provide you a very good platform where you can interact with the experts and directly ask their question is what's going on there. If there is webinar is going that you can attend that webinar, and that is most of webinar free of cost. And also the some online conferences there where you can join and participate. And the Niti Aayog already launched the various courses, and the Memuna mem can address that is especially designed for the medical device, which is available free of cost there in also. And if you want some advanced knowledge, you can join the well courses, which is I think the NIPA already having a one course on medical device.
It's
There's
an
a huge
MS. It's a 2 years like it's a MS course.
right.
Mhm.
So also the Jamia Hamdard is planning to start a one medical device course, that is a some certificate course is there. I think they will be help you
Right.
Thank you so much, sir. The next question, which is can be seen in the chat box, is related to what Memuna ma'am said about the regulations that have to be followed in the medical field. So the question is, how do regulatory challenges impact commercialization of medical devices in India and also on the global standards?
So ultimately, I already covered one slide related to the regulations. So in India, medical device is be regulated by the CDSCO. So they already launched the medical device rule somewhere in 2017, and they have a well-defined procedure. So how to get a license, what are the role of state licensing authority, what is a licensing authority and notifying bodies. So they are regulated in the India. When we are talking about the US FDA, there is some rule that in a CFR, that is a Code of Federal Register 21 CFR 820, which you get information how we can manufacture, under which category we apply to get a marketing authorization in US FDA. And when we are talking about the European industry, there is a UMDR 2017 for 745 and there where the all things is be well established there how to proceed and there. And a part of that in India and the US or Europe, we have to follow the ISO standard, which is we give you some idea what thing is be followed during the manufacturing, during the sale of this medical device, and how the compliance can be maintained throughout the. So ultimately, when we are talking about the medical device, there is a risk is associated that, because what happen in a pharma drug, if something is there, you can stop them. But once the medical device is being implanted in a body, it is very difficult to remove. So that's why the quality standard is very essential, need to be followed during the manufacturing of this medical device. So, so right now the Indian government play a very important role of boosting the medical device. So lots of medical device park is being inaugurated in the country. YJAG is there in our Noida. New medical device park is be opening in Ghetto Noida, which will help you to explore the opportunity there, or maybe establishing the facility there. So these are the some. And after the launching of medical device, you have to follow the rules. Just like India, there is no requirement to.
Neeraj, we have a very interesting question from Sanjana.
Yes, yes.
This is, as a leading medical industry, what are the gaps that Indian medical industry needs to fill for more better performance in the sector?
So ultimately, what happened? The because the medical device is a very new field, and the Indian governmently are is starting work from 2015 onward, and initially they have only notifying bodies. So notifiable device, which will be notifying to the regulatory and get the production is start and sell in the market. But now we have a well-established rule under drug and cosmetic, that is a medical device rule. So where everything is there. So gap right now is that the in the European Union or in a US FDA Union, they have a very established and very old rules. But we have a new rule, but very stringent. And also boosting the medical device sector, there is some labs in the Indian regulations. Just like the after the launching the drug, we are not asking to submit the safety and efficacy data in the form of PSUR for the medical device. But in
Like
Europe,
using drugs, like kind of pharmacovigilance. It
right
is not
no,
there.
it's a phase 4 study for drugs, not a
Okay.
pharmacovigilance.
Okay.
Phase 4 studies, yani ki that will be given by conditional licenses be provided to the manufacturer, that you have to submit the safety and efficacy data for 2 years, or they have conducted a separate clinical study for that. That is
So
not
this is
required
not for
for
medical devices.
not for medical device in India. But if you want to sell this medical device in Europe and FDA, you have to perform the post-marketing clinical follow-up study yearly and submit till life of the product in the market. यानी कि जब तक वो market में available है, you have
Hmm.
to submit the safety and efficacy data. And second gap is the because there is a new field, there is some lacuna with the drug inspector and reviewing facility. So they are the approval process get be delayed in India. But in US and Europe, they have a fixed timeline that the within a 30 days, if you get any query, it's okay. Otherwise, it's considered as a approved. And also the notifying body which is be approved by the DCI is very limited in India, who come to your site and audit the site and provide the their inspection report to CDSCO, because notifying body must be registered with CDSCO for the auditing purpose. But in Europe, they have a very established network who is be doing the inspection on the routine work, and they are be complying with the timelines. So timeline factor is very good in US and Europe as compared to the India. And also the safety efficacy requirement in Europe and FDA is more stringent than the India.
We
So
have one more
ultimately,
question. We have one more question from Samir. Because I'm taking questions a little fast because I want most of the questions to answer actually get the
right,
answered. In fact,
right.
so there's one more question. Samir says that medical devices, like you have mentioned, that medical devices are those devices that help in cure, prevent, and treat diseases. But sir, can we consider these medical devices as drugs as they have the same action?
Right. So in India, it's clearly mentioned that any medical device which containing the drug is treated as a drug. That means the medical device rule 2017 is not applicable for those devices who containing the drugs. They treat as a drug. So you have to follow the phase one, two, three classic trials for getting the marketing authorization for drug eluting substance, and if they are not containing any drug, they are going with the pilot pivotal and marketing authorization. So clear cut here we mention if device containing any drug, so that must be follow drug regulatory pathway or as a doing with a drug regulatory pathway phase one, phase two, phase three studies.
There are a few more questions. I think I'll read few questions which are self-explanatory actually. Because some say skill sets we have like number of students have asked for skill sets which we have already answered. And there is one question: what is the process of developing and testing new medical device before it reaches patient? Most of the part has been actually discussed, that how it is being developed and tested. But if you want to add a quick point to this, you may please go ahead.
Right. For the medical device, preclinical studies are far different than the drugs. So, well drafted question, and I think a very important question for the development of the medical device. For the medical device, we have to firstly classify the device on the basis of classification. It fall under the classification A, B, C, or D. So, if they
I think Dr. Neeraj got disconnected. I'll try to address few questions and try if you get your answers, or we can discuss with Neeraj by the time he joins back. Uh, Mohammed Izar, like what can we do to make a place in medical device industry after M-Pharm from pharmaceutics? It's already like mentioned that you need to have some edge. There is nothing in specific till now, though the courses have been launched by various colleges. A number of colleges are there who have launched PG courses in medical devices. You need not to actually do your PG again in something related to medical devices, but I would suggest get a small skill based I can say certificate or something like that, or at least read literature regulation that covers medical devices. That will suffice for now to get you to make you an entry into the industry, medical device industry. Do pharmaceutical skills or pharmacology help in understanding device design and safety? Yes, of course. Unless and until you understand those things, you won't be able to design. But what is more important is that you understand the gap that is there, which needs
right.
to be addressed.
Yeah, am I audible to you, Dr.
Yeah, yeah.
Mohammed?
Please,
Yeah.
Neeraj, go ahead.
Yes. So for the, I think the where I log out, I am not aware about that. So preclinical study will be performed as per the biocompatibility program. So when you just type the Google it out biocompatibility, there is a list of tests is be available that is be performed on the basis how much the device inside your body. It's what is the application time. If it is a day one or two, so you have to perform the skin irritation, etc. If it is in a blood, you have to perform the accordingly biocompatibility study. So there is a lots of toxicity study, preclinical study that need to be performed, but that fall under the category of biocompatibility studies.
Another question is there. I want to ask that about what extent India has come through the use of AI in medical device like other countries.
So for the similarly, what happened? We say that the AI not be built by the Indian government till now. So right now we are depending on the developed country, and the most of devices already in Indian market, which is AI compatible. So you can say the AI is already available in your reports. If you are recently did any report from 1 mg, so you can understand that the report is being analyzed by the AI, and they can indicate there is some chances of this particular disease occur on the basis of the data they having. So ultimately all device, and also there is some of the glucometer is be available, which predicate the chances of the diabetic condition on the basis of your routine blood glucose levels. So there is a lot of software available in which is AI compatible, and they perform the uh, study or test as per the requirement and give you the extrapolation on the basis of the data available in their software. And recently there is one standard be launched by which is AI powered by the SMT, and which will help you to diagnose the cardiac outcomes there, if any chances of myocardial infection is there, heart attack chances is there, blood glucose level, there is obstruction in your arteries. So there is a series of the devices available which is AI ready. So in India, we are running along with the world, and most of devices already AI compatible.
There's one interesting question from Komal. What future innovations do you see coming in wearable drug delivery technologies?
So feature,
Wearable.
yeah. So this is a very important, interesting question. If we are talking about the future, so ultimately there is a very good future related to the AI. So innovation, when you are talking, so wearables like Apple Watch is already there market in the market, which provide you the data related to SpO2 levels, that is a respirable fractions, and also the data related to the your ECG heart rate is there, and they are already counting your steps and let you know information about the health. So using the AI and machine learning enabled diagnostic and the predictive devices, so there is a lots of innovation is in their field that can be occurred, which analyze the medical imaging and signaling and predicate the history to detect the disease earlier in the human clinicians can do. So just like in a recently, if you are going some the gamma imaging centers or radiology center, so after taking the imaging they predicate the level of the cancer. So you maybe go to the cancer, you improve your health habit right now. So this is already available in most of the radiology examination center, and you, wearable implantable on your body sensor can also be helped to minimize or minimize the chances of risk associated with the heart, respiratory, etc. So by using this sensor, less invasive, more comfortable, long lasting, smart technology can be used and indicate to analyze the upcoming health issues. And the implantable device can be innovated with the added intelligence on the basis of the feedback received from the patient which are using adapting this control, so they can be understand the how the neurostimulations is we occur, if there is some neurological chances, some chances of stroke in the future due to their unusual habit or sleeping pattern, etc., can be analyzing based on the analyzing of the sleeping also. And also when we talking about using innovation, just like our previous slide where the man is we walking using the prostatic limbs. So using this, they can analyze the requirement of the patient, and as per their body physics, a prosthetic limb can be designed which is more comfortable, more compliance with the requirement of that particular body. Using the sensor, they can control their speed, they can understand the how can be they run fast, smooth can be using. So using the medical robotics and robotic surgery, you can precise the surgery as well, and their outcome comes more accurate, more reliable as compared to the other clinicians. So these are the some parameters which is a lots of innovation can be uh, done. So everywhere, what I say to you, pharmacy play important role because they more aware about the pharmacology of human body. They are more aware about the anatomy of the human body. They understand the what is the requirement and how can it can be treated and you get be benefited. And using your professional knowledge in a pharmacy field, professional knowledge of anatomy, combined with the biotechnical engineers or bio medical persons, you can able to develop a quality medical device which will helpful for the sake of the humanity.
Uh, Thank you, Neeraj. We have one. I will take one last question, which actually interested me because most of other questions are very related, and I would request students to follow the IPA LinkedIn page, or in case they have any queries, they can reach us out through that. I have shared the LinkedIn page link, or they can reach the student forum directly in case they want some more queries. But the question remains that. What do we or if somebody wants to actually set up a startup with medical devices, so what is the requirement, how they can start actually?
For starting a medical device, so you have to uh, firstly make an idea. So how can you be proceed further? So you have a well knowledge about the medical device, and you can start some medical device company from 50,000 to the 50 lakhs. It's up to you. So what, you have some idea, you get a patented that idea, then you work on all the production scale, and you can arrange the venture capitalists who can fund your products. So you can start your company. So key feature when we are talking about the firstly the one idea where you want, and then start a venture with a small, just like if you are working in some smart inhaler device or some wearable device, you have to understand their biocompatibility with the human skin, and join the accelerator, just like some funding agency. Direct provided lots of the funding right now. ICMA providing the funding, and if you are going with the some international funding agency, they also be support you to providing the preclinical study. And after getting the funding, you go and spend and establish a unit and hire a very good mind which is a excellence in the field of R&D related to the device, and develop a device which is AI ready, biosensor ready, so get the benefit of the upcoming challenges, so that the in the future AI play important role. So on device with without AI acceptability very limited. So try to collect a lots of data, incorporate that data in a software, and prepare a device that is a AI ready. And once it's a AI ready, just go with the regulation issued by the CDSCO or European Unions or FDA to ensure that the your device is be compliant with that, and you can pursue the RSC certifications, then freelancing support for the regulatory support, how to get a license from that, and also getting that chances. And after you have a well established marketing and sales team who can promote your product, sell your product, and consult with the doctors how much the improvement is there. So all these point that I was saying, that is from the entrepreneur point of view, that can start your business or medical device industries. And each and every step you also involve the pharmacy student, starting from R&D, regulatory affair, business, venture capitalist, so get they get be benefited. Or if you are involving in any startup, you get benefited in the forms of the wealth or in the forms of the tech money consultants. So ultimately, if you have a clear cut idea, you can start your medical device from 50,000, and also participate in a hackathon where you get a new idea, new brains, and so you can work on that ideas and works and launch that product in a market and get benefited for that. So anything I want to add, please let me know.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. uh, I'm sure like students have gained insight information about this important topic of medical devices.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for such an enlightening questionnaire. Now, I would like to invite Secretary of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Delhi State Branch, Ms. Mamuna Akhtar. Ma'am, please share few words as vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Nikita. Uh, I would also request participants to please follow the YouTube channel of IPA Delhi State Branch. IPA Delhi State Branch has also a YouTube channel wherein all these lectures are live, and they are there. And if anybody wants to listen or go back to the topic, they can always listen to those topics. So please follow the YouTube channel on I of Delhi IPA State Branch. I would like to take this opportunity to first thank the organizing team, because it gives us a pleasure to present you the various topics which are related to the field, right? So it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing team for today's enlightening session on Discover the Science Behind Innovation, Know Your Profession, that's medical devices. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished speaker who happens to be a part of our IP Delhi State branch as Vice President, Dr. Neeraj, for taking the time to share valuable insight into how medical devices are revolutionizing healthcare. Neeraj, your talk was truly helpful to us in understanding the blend of science, engineering, and innovation that drives this rapidly evolving field. I also remember, like before COVID, I was not even aware about the kind of industry, and that this industry has this huge scope. So our sincere thanks goes to the president, Delhi IPS State branch, Dr. Saurabh Arora, and other members it's without their constant support and guidance, it's not possible to have such kind of sessions driven, right? A special word of appreciation to our IPA student forum and their team, all team members, for coordinating this event seamlessly. And it takes a lot of effort and courage to do all the things. And lastly, a big thanks to all the participants and students, because without participants, we won't be able to achieve what we actually want to do, that is to educate or to uplift the pharmacy profession. Your questions and enthusiasm truly added value to our discussion today. We encourage you to actually interact directly or indirectly, whatever is suits you. We have a lot of you can say coordinators in and around colleges, like dipsar, they have their student coordinator, hamdard is their coordinators, we have coordinators at lloyd, NIT, Greater Noida, then colleges at Kite in Ghaziabad. There are a lot of coordinators over there, so you can go directly connect with them. We have recently had you can say MOUs with three different colleges, one with GD Goenka, and two colleges in Ghaziabad, Meerut. So we want to actually disseminate the information and all that is possible with respect to the field, right? And I take this again, say a big thank you to all the participants and students, and I am sure that they will take this message beyond this seminar. Thank you so much. Let's continue to explore, learn, and innovate. Thank you once again to all the participants, our guest speaker, and the Delhi State Branch Forum, a student forum, for doing the excellent job. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for joining this wonderful session. Now I would request the production team to play the
And,
national anthem.
Ankita, we will be like, I would just like to inform all the students that this seminar will be every second and fourth Saturday of the month, right, Ankita?
Yes, ma'am. And the KYP information will be shared to you on the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
So do join and show enthusiasm for further events. Now requesting the production team to please play the national anthem.
I request everybody to stand for the national anthem. Thank you all for today.
everyone.